Welcome to MacroCode. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. So today we are going to proceed with our employees management system. As you can see, we have HR and payroll module. So under HR and payroll module, we have employees. So here on our previous video, we added these filters. So you can actually filter employees based on the employee number, the full name, the phone number, and the email address. So if you just type in here the employee number, can see you're able to get the employee with that number. So we also have holidays, so you can create holidays within the system. You can also create leave adjustments. You can also have leave balances for employees, leave applications here, where you can add a new leave application, select the employee, the end date, start date, and even the attachments. We also have approved leave applications. So leave applications can be approved and also can be rejected. Then you have the system security, where we have the system users, roles, profiles, audit logs, and system administration, where we have the designations, departments, banks, countries, towns, cities, system codes, and system code details. So today we are going to just ensure our app is using view models instead of models. So as you can see on our employees controller, we actually changed the way we were doing things, and we added our, that is, we now applied our employee view model. So what I want us to do today is I want us also to change the holidays area to actually use view models. So I'm going to create another view model within our view models folder, and I'm going to call these that is holidays view model. So I'll just do holiday view model. So then remember, within our view model, we're just duplicating the properties that were there in our model. So I'm going to copy some of the properties here, and I'm going to have it, I'm going to have them on my view model. So where is my view model? So I'm going to have it, let's just go there, here, and I'm going to paste it here. So, and you can see here also we can actually inherit user activity model. So this is the user activities, and here we can do data annotations for those who are watching this video. So we can do display name. So we can do display name, and we can provide the name that we want to show to our users here. So I'll say title. Can also display the name here. Then you can have these as start date. Then you can also have these as end date. You can also have these as a description. So once you have that, we can now add some items here. So I'm going to add here public. So I can do here public. Then I can do here public. So I'll just do public. Then I can do holiday. So then I'll also have holiday, and that I can also have my get set. So instead, if I want to use that, I can use that. And the best thing is I don't have to update my tables. So remember, when you make any changes on our models, then you have to update our tables. So if I do that, I can also have a list here. Then I can say this is holidays. So if I do here holidays, then my list, my model is okay. So I can now go to my view model, that is my controller, under holidays, and I can change the way I'm displaying data. So instead of doing this way, I can just do here, I can say variable holiday. So just say holiday is equals to await, then to list. Then if I do that, then I can actually pass my holiday view model here. I'll say holiday view model, then I can say VM. Then I'll actually take my list that I've now from these our list here. Then I'll say VM dot holidays. So I can assign the values to these variable. But also you can do away with this variable. So I can actually do this, and I can replace this here. Then I can do away with this. Then here I can just say return view. Then I return my VM. Then the next thing that you need to change is on our index page under holidays. I'm going to change this. Instead of using models, I'm going to change this to use a view model. So I'm going to remove this. Then here I'll just change the folder to point to our view models. Then I'll change this to holiday view model. So if you check this, then we should be able to see here that on our model, we need to replace this with something. So as you can see here, we have an issue with the created by. That means on our view model, we are missing something called, so let's see our user activity, what it has. Yes, this is, we added the wrong model. So what we need to do is, let's just go to our view model, and here we should say user activity model. I think that is what we are supposed to have. So this is what we are supposed to inherit from. So if you go back to our index page under holidays, then we should see this is sorted and this is sorted. So the only thing that we have a challenge is now under models. So we are looping through the holidays sections. So we are looping through our list of holidays, and we are providing these details. So if we just now launch our app, we should be able to see that our holidays is loading without any challenge, and we should be able to preview everything that is happening. So let's just see how our app looks like. So for those who are new to this channel, consider subscribing, like our videos, comment down below, and we will be happy to do what you recommend us to do. So we notice 90% of you guys are watching our videos and you've not subscribed. So let's just see. I'm going to log into my app here. So I'll just do here admin. Then I provide my password. So if I sign in, then we should be able to access our app. Then if we go to holidays, we should have our list of holidays. You can see, so our app has not been affected. So what I want us to do now, let's just go and add the same filters that we have added on our employees. So I'm going to copy the same form. So this form here is what I'm going to copy. So this is what we added on our previous video. So if you want to see this, check on our previous video on how we added this. So it's just a filter. So I want us to add on our index. We add here a section. But now for us, we are going to filter our holidays based on title, start date, end date, and even the description. So I'll just say here title. I'll provide the title here. Then I'll also have this as a description. So I'll do that. Then I can have start date, and end date. Then I can also have here end date. So I think that is okay. And here I can add a type. I just want this to be date. I'll just do that. And I can do here date. I can also here do type. Then I can just do equals to date. So if we do that, then we should be good. But now, this one, we need to apply the filters. So if you click filter, we need to apply the filters in our holidays section. So what I want us to do, I want us to change this. So I want us now to return our variable. We say holidays. So then here I want us to say here as queryable. Then remove that. And we should remove that as well. So this one should be that way. So then as you can see, we have this is now okay. Then I want us to do, we say if VM, if as we say if not string dot VM string dot is null or empty, then you say vm.title, vm.title. Then if the title is not empty, then we can filter our list. So here we'll just do, we say variable, holidays variable, we assign it, then we say dot where, then we say x dot x, where a title dot contains. If it contains anything like vm.title, then you filter. So you can do the same thing here. We also check our description. If it's null, then we do the same thing here. So here we are checking description. You can also check date. So here we say date, check end date. So here we can now check if vm.date is not equal to. So can check here is greater than. Can say is not equal to null. So let's just check that. Not equal to null. So then here you can say date, end date. Then here we should now do equals to. So here I'll just do equals to. So here then you can say VM. I'll do VM, then here dot end date. So if we do that, I'll also assign the that is the start date. I'll just do start date, and I can do here start date. I can do here start date. I'm going to remove this. So if we do that, we'll now have our list of holidays filtered, and then you can just do VM dot holidays is equals to our holidays. Then we say to list async. Then we do that. Then we filter. So this now here we'll do await. So if we do that, then we should be able to filter our list of holidays. So let's just launch our app and see what will happen. So let's just wait and see. So that is how our app will look like, and we should be able to have our filter. So let's just wait and see how the app looks like. So there we go. So I want us to log in here. So I'll do admin, then I'm going to sign in. So if we sign in, then we should be able to have, there we go. So here I want us to do here, just do holidays. Then you'll be able to see we have our data here. So if I just do this, I can do here, yes. So you see we don't have the holidays. That means our filter here, our data is actually coming with here. It's coming with some filters, with some values. So if I just refresh this, you should be able to see that our date has some values. You see, this is the date. So I want us to do something. So on our view model here, I want us to come to our start date, end date, and here I want us to assign this string. So I can just say here, can have this as nullable. So let's just have this as nullable. So that is how you do it. So remove this. That's not string, so this is dates. So that will be null. So if we just do that, let's just launch our app now and see what will happen. So those dates will come in as null. So let's just go there and see. So I'm going to log in. I'll just do here admin, then I'll just do that. If I sign in, I'm going to find my app here. then that is the employees. Then under holidays, we have our list. Yes, so you'll see now our start date is null. So I'm going to jump that now, and we should have our values. You see, we now have our dates. So, but now, if we just type in like Christmas under title and search, you see, we now have Christmas. But I want us to do something. You see, on our end date, the values are coming as with time. So if we don't want to have this, how do we do that? So let's just go to our holidays here. I want us to do something. So if you go to start date, end date, I want us to have the date format. So I can do something here. So I want us to do here display format. Then I'm going to do, then I say apply. I'm going to do apply format in edit mode. Then I'll just say true. Then within here, I can now do my, you can say data format string. I can supply my string. So this is data annotations. So here I'll pass the string of date that I want to see on my application. So I'll just do that, and I can say I want it in year, or I can do year, then I can say month, day. So that is the format that I want. So I'll actually copy this and display it across our dates. So if I do that, then I'll be able to see that. Then I can also do the same thing in our holiday model. Let me just do that. I can do this in my holiday model and also do this. So if I do that, then we'll have our format in that, our dates in that format. So let's just launch our app and see what will happen. So that is how you do it. So let's just confirm if everything is okay. So going to launch our app. For those who are new to this channel and you've not subscribed, please consider subscribing, like our video, and comment down below. So here I'll just do admin, then I'll just provide my password. So if we sign in, I'm going to find my, there we go, under holidays. So I want you to check something. You see our dates are now formatted in a best way. So, and you can see created on, we can have it that way because this is a user activity and this is something that is happening. So I want us to see something. So if we do that, there's something also that I want us to do. So here we now have our date. So if we just do here, maybe start date is that date. If I have my date here, then I can just maybe have my description. Let's say Uduma Day. So if we just provide the Uduma Day and search, it has some strings here. So if we do that, you see we have the Uduma Day here. So that's how you can use that search. So I want us also to check something on our audit logs. So if we go to audit logs, you'll see that we have a lot of columns here. So I want us to reduce the columns. So let's just go to audit logs. So going to audit logs, that is audits. Then under index, I want us to reduce the number of columns that we have here. I'm going to reduce these 2. Then I'm also going to reduce the values here. We just have those. Then if we update, we should be able to see our page looking a bit better. Let's just refresh. Let's just wait and see. Let's confirm. Yeah, that has been refreshed. I think not yet. Let's just confirm. So apply the changes. Let's just rebuild this. I'm going to relaunch. So If you are new to this channel and you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing, like our video, comment, and share. So let's just wait and see how our audit logs will now behave. So there we go. I'm going to have these accounts, then I'm going to sign in. I'm going to do that, sign in. Then if I go to audit logs under system security, then audit logs, then you'll be able to see we now have these. These are our form now looks like. So I want us to update these details, and you can have these as a view. Just change these to view. Then here we can have a class. Then we can say btn primary. Then we can also have an icon here. We say I class and say for I. Then I'm going to close this. So if we do that, we should be able to have, so if we do that, let me just update our app, then we should have our icon. So, and you can see our audit logs are growing. So there we go. So we have our audit logs. So the next thing that I want us to do is, if we go to, so here on the system roles, we have system roles, as you can see. Then we have our assign rights. So under assign rights, I want us now to define our roles. So you see here, we have a dashboard. So leave, so I want us to remove, so here I want us to remove this. So we say, let's just open our database. So I want us to ensure that we are tracking our, so let's just confirm. So these are modules. If you go to system tasks, so that is under system profiles, you'll be able to see all those submodules that we should assign rights. So what we need to do here is, I want us to also change this view here under system profiles. Let's just go there, the system profiles. I want us to change this layout. So we have here edit. Can also have these as a view. Can also have these as a delete. You can have these as delete. Then here we should also separate these buttons. So I'm copying them 3 times, then we can edit. So the first one is edit. I'm going to have here my class. Then I'll say here btn. Then I can do primary. Then here I can also have my icon. Then I have class. Then I'll just do, this is class. Then I'll just do here pens. You can say edit. So this is edit. Then we can now close this. So if we close that, then our next one is view, which is the details. I'm going to remove the rest and only remain with details. So if we do that, I'm also having a class here. Then I'll just do btn. Then I can do secondary. Then I'll also have an icon, and I can do this as a view. Can add my icon here as I class. I can do then I can say I. Then I'm going to close this. Then I can also remove this here. So the last one is the delete. So I'm going to have my delete. Then I'll do here class. then btn, then we'll do here danger, then I'll have my icon as well. So I'm going to have here I plus, then I'll just do far, then I can say trash. So if we do that, then I can close, and I can have now my pattern. So yeah, if I apply my changes here, you should be able to see if everything is okay. That should be reflected, and as you can see now, that is fine. So we have our system profiles. So what I want us to do now is on this section, when you navigate to system roles, so you'll be able to see that under driver, if we go to assign roles, it is giving us dashboard, then employee dashboard, then leave dashboard. So we can have these dashboards, as you can see. Then for the employees management, so we need to change these to maybe the naming. We say HR and payroll, because we have actually renamed our section. So here I'm going to search for HR. I'm going to search for employees, employees management, and I don't want the main task. So this is what I need. So you see here, this is what I need. So I should change this. So if I click edit, I should change this to HR end. So I can do HR end the same way the module has been designed, so that we don't get confused. So I'll say HR and payroll. So if I do that and update, so let's just confirm our system profiles.edit. So this one is profile 1. So let's just go to system profiles, then under edit, we should ensure we have everything taken care of. So here now, so what we need to ensure is we need to have our, see this, under create, when we were creating, we should pass, instead of created by macro code, we should now pass our user ID, and the same thing should happen when we are editing. So when editing, we should also do the same thing here. So we should do that. Then here we do just modified by, and modified on. So that should be the case, and we supply our user ID there. Then I'm going to do away with model state here. So if I just do that, I can do away with this, and I can also do away with this. So the next thing is also on the profile here, we need to get the name. So here on the name, here, instead of displaying the ID, we get the name. And I think it is the same thing here. We should also get the name. Yes, so that is what should happen. So when we are adding, we should actually see the names and not the integers. So the next thing is when you come to system profiles under edit, we should not be supplying the created by and created on. So these ones, we should remove them because it is being added in the background. So I'm going to remove that. And I can also arrange these to be in a row. So I can actually do that. Then I can say this is a div class. Then I can have here, I can say this is in a row. Then I can do that. Then I can close this within the form. I can have this here. Then here I can do here call MD6. Then I can close here. Then this is, I need to close it that way. Then I can also do this that way, and I can close it from here. Can also do that way, div. Then I can also do close it here. Then if we do that, then our app should be okay. I can then format to ensure it is well aligned. So if we do that, let's just launch our app and see how this works. So I want us to update our tasks and ensure we have the correct system modules so that we are going to assign rights and control who accesses what and at what point. So let's just launch our app. So if you're new to this channel, consider subscribing, like our videos, and comment down below. So let's just see. Our app is launching. There we go. I'm going to access our there. Then I'm going to add my password. Then if I just sign in, I should be able to go to now our system security, then system profiles. Then if we search here employee, then we will have this. So I'm going to edit this, and you can see, yes, so this is see, this is showing 12. So this should be called MD12. This should be 6. Yes, so that is where we messed. So we can update our changes, and we should be able to have these in 2 columns. So let's just wait and see. So if we do that, let's see. There we go. So we now have our employees. So I'm going to save this as HR and payroll. Then our profile ID, this one, we should not be able to select anything here. So how do we do that? So let's just go back here. We need to make some modifications here. So we need to ensure that we have an option that is not selectable here. So here we can say here option, then we say value for that option is actually null, and we can say select profile. So that is what will happen. So this will be our first option. So if we apply the changes, you see currently it is selected, but we don't want to select it. So we need to add that. So then you see it is now select option. So if it is select profile, we know that is null. So if I save these changes, it will actually save. So let's just go back to edit and see if our application really is doing what we need. So if I go to system profiles, then under edit, so I should come here. So if I click save, there we go. So it is coming there, doing everything, updating and saving our changes, then returning us to the view. So here I want us now to save it as a chart and payroll. Then if we click save, that should be saved. And if we go back to our system security, system profiles, then we search for HR and payroll, we should be able to see it here. So the next thing is I want us to change this to represent the module. So here we should say this is employees. So you see this should be employees list. Employees list. So then if I save, I should be able to go back here and actually see, if we go to HR and payroll, it has HR and payroll is the main module. Then we have the employees list, which is part of HR and payroll module. So I need to also come here and say we need to add others. So here we need to add now the holidays. We are missing the holidays, so I'm choosing here holiday. Then I'll choose my profile, which is my profile. So that is HR and payroll. Then I'll say this is order number 3. So if I save it, I'm able to save that. So we should also redirect our, so let's just see holidays, how it has been created. So you see it has now our user ID and the date it was created. So let's also create another module. So that is leave adjustments. So the reason as to why we are doing this is because we'll be doing some roles management here. So this is a leave adjustments. So I'm going to do it that way. Then here I'm going to have it as HR and payroll. This is number 4. Save it. Create another one, which is leave balances. Then create here HR and payroll. Save it. Also going to save leave periods. This is part of HR and payroll, and you can say this is number 6. Then we have another module. So let's just go back to system roles. Then if we go just to say assign rights, you see how this is under HR and payroll. We have our modules: employee list, holiday, leave adjustment, leave balances, and leave periods. The same thing for leave management. We have leave types. So we are going to add another one. So under system profiles, you're going to add, so you're going to add what you call leave applications. So these will be leave applications. Then this will be under leave management, and this is number 2. So if we do that, then here we'll also have approved leave applications. Then, and this will be number, this will be number, this will be leave management, this will be number 3. And also I want us to do here rejected leave applications, leave applications, and these will be leave management, and this will be number, this is number 4. So if we save, then if we go back, so I'm going to open this in our new tab. So if we go to finance manager and say assign rights, we should be able to see all those rights. So the reason as to why you are not seeing these aligned is because we have it here. So I think we had leave applications. Actually, we had created them. So I'm going to delete them. So we'll delete that. So under leave types, you see we have view, create, and delete. So we need to add that for approved and rejected. So if we go to system profiles and add, so we'll add now create. Then we have here approved leave application, and we say this is 1. We can also do here approve. Here we can just do view. Then again for approved leave application, say this is 2. We can also say for approved leave application, someone can view, and we can say maybe you can export. So that can be an action. So here we'll also say the number 4. The same case for rejected, we say view, can just have create. Then this is for rejected leave applications. This is number 1. So if we do that, we can also have view, and this can be rejected. And this is number 2. You can also add export in case we'll have the export options. And this is part of rejected, and you can say leave number, say 3. So if you go to system profiles, I mean under system roles, then you can say assign rights. Then you'll be able to see now within approved leave applications, we have create, view, and export. Under rejected, we have create, view, and export. So if someone wants to assign rights, they just come, and for each of the modules, they can search and they can assign the specific rights that they want to have. So you see under system users, the same thing. You should create now the actions, and if we click assign, these will be assigned. So we'll be creating this navigation and ensure that everything is working okay. And that is what we'll be doing in our next video. So if you're new to this channel, consider subscribing, like our video, and see you in our next series. Bye.